It's saying you're live, but no viewers just yet. If you want to wait and let the people get on there.
Alright, wait a second then.
Just talk and chit chat.
Alright. What are we going to talk about, Christopher?
We're going to let Joel take it over.
What are you live on?
Facebook and YouTube.
Ain't it?
Hey, baby.
Okay, you're live. Here we go. I got it right here.
You going to watch it over there?
No, but I'm checking to make sure we're
We got
connected.
any viewers yet?
See, we're glad. We check that thing out on. We'll make sure our stuff.
But the other day it was a little delayed. We were already getting
it
questions
was
before
delayed.
before it said that we have viewers. Because I guess it's streaming from two different ones.
Yeah, you got a couple now.
Do it.
It's showing its own
Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and get started then.
on my celestial device.
Alright. Hey guys, Dallas here with Days of Dirt. We're going to do a live Q&A today with Chris, Brad's dad, and Joel, crew member. You guys throw out the questions, whatever you want them to answer. You've seen them in the shop a lot. You know how goofy they are, so ask anything. I'm just going to be here introducing them first of all, and then I'll be behind the camera reading them the questions because they're not exactly young anymore, so it's really hard for them to see that. So I'll have to read it for them. Take off your bifocals so you can see them.
Oh, I should have brought mine in case I had to read the tape measure.
But first of all, since I'm going to get out of the video, I wanted to go ahead and take a moment to thank all of our sponsors. Thanks to KT Heating and Air, CrateInsider.com, Superior Bearing and Supply, Vaughn Motorsports, Vincent Race Engine, and TA Suspension. Thanks to all those guys for giving us a good race team. Second of all, I want to say go order some shirts. www.shopsprayshirt.com/daysofdirt. I have the shirt on. I think Chris has one of them somewhere. And then also want to give a shout. Hold on.
Hold it up higher. There you go. I think they got it.
That's the other one. So we have two. We have the Days of Dirt logo on there, and we have the BBR logo on there as well. And then Chris's shirt, CrateInsider.com. You can go to CrateInsider.com to order his shirt. We picked him up when we went to Hickory to that racing show, and he's wearing it out.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, Kate. So you guys start your questions, whatever you want to ask them. I'll read them out to them, and they'll answer them to the best of their ability. Y'all just bear with them. It may be a little rough for a minute, but
If we can hear her since we're so old.
yeah.
Huh?
Do y'all have your hearing aids turned
Might have
up?
to say,
Put 'em
ah,
up. Huh?
ah.
Alright, so I'm going to get out of the video.
Where you going?
We got a video, so I can ask y'all questions. Oh man, we already got
Oh,
some.
they've been blowing it up.
Hey, we got some good ones already. Oh God, I thought you were breaking the couch. I was like, what's going on?
Whoops.
She was supposed to fix it.
Why is it not?
That's how you do it.
We just got to fix everything ourselves.
Hey Isaac, thanks for watching.
Do everything ourselves.
Bama Mowers, when next race is? Do y'all know? Can y'all answer that question?
Next race.
March.
Last weekend in March.
Last weekend in March.
That's when we think it's going to be last weekend
More
in
than
March.
likely Mountain View Raceway.
Joel Bogg, what tire dope do you use?
What tire dope do I use?
That's from Jason Moore.
Jason Morris.
That's from Jason Morris.
Yeah.
Spit from Creek Dip.
Okay.
He got plenty of that.
I got plenty of. I got some in the cup. I'm getting prepared for the first weekend right here. I'm saving it.
Jason said, I bet Dustin Stewart can get us on some good. Jordan Davis said, this is about to be epic. Nitro said, hey, Barry Race Team from Nebraska. Stevens, slinging dirt. Hey, Nitro, thanks for watching. Hi, y'all, from Talladega, Alabama. He said that RT word, but I can't say that.
What?
The RT word, the Alabama
RTR.
football team.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
No, roll tide, buddy.
Me and Brad don't say that. We say War Eagle,
Well,
so I'm
y'all-
not allowed to say that.
Y'all are, whatever.
Oh, gosh. This is literally the greatest thing that has ever been done in the history of history. That was Patrick.
Nitro said, who is the head crew chief?
I'll let y'all answer that.
Head crew chief. Dallas. Chief Financial Officer. Chief Executive Officer.
Spending officer.
No, that's Brad when it comes to the race car.
He spends it. I'm the one that does
She
it.
gets the final check.
Where did the name Rockledge Rocket come from? Some of these questions are for Brad. Brad's behind here too, so he may be answering a few of them.
They can answer it though.
All right.
See if they know.
We live in Rockledge, Alabama. I mean, plain and simple.
And it just goes good together.
It just goes good together. But we don't run a rocket chassis.
No, we do not. We do not. We have in the past, but we do not.
And depending on what kind of night we're having, sometimes the rocket part fits and sometimes it don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes turtle fits better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell
Sometimes it should
Joel
be
Boggs.
Rockledge on anchor.
Jason said there was a long pause about that tire dope.
Long pause about the tire dope.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear Dallas to start with.
See, there you go, old and blind.
First of all, Jason,
Dallas told y'all we was old.
Joel does the tire pressures. Joel doesn't do the tire prepping, so he wouldn't know. We use that good stuff.
Bo Thompson said, "Did you get the tire fixed on the pit bike?"
No, we will be working on that soon. We got to get that thing rolling.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis said, "When is y'all's pure stock gonna be ready?"
That's the first on me. We can get one started.
I guess when
next
we get
week.
all them trees and bushes cut down from around it, from around the Malibu.
Hey, we can get started on that pretty quick.
It's camouflage right now.
Bama Mowers said, "When y'all come to Talladega, I believe it's the 20th. They're gonna practice. I believe
They got
the
open
21st.
practice, got
Are
open
we going to go practice?
We're
the
gonna
week
do our
before.
best."
Week before the season starts. Chris, is that Buckshot Jones car up there?
Where's that at? Oh, yeah,
Up
yeah.
there.
Yeah, that was
Double gnawed up there. Buckshot
Nitro,
Jones.
I think you're asking if we have an end of the year pit crew like meeting, and we have in the past, but the last couple of years we've slacked and we have not. But we have in the past done like shrimp bowls and stuff. I think that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Joel, did you like that shrimp bowl?
Back when we was being more successful and we had more to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Back in the good old days.
Yeah.
We had a little more money in our pocket.
Then we
yeah,
coming home at 2:30 out there pressure washing the car. We
Yeah.
had a really good night.
Yeah.
yeah. When we win, we really celebrate at the end of the year. But when we have 2 wins, they don't get congratulations. They don't get shrimp.
Yeah, we got to stick
Of course,
it up.
you're saying they. It's those two right there.
Yeah. Patrick occasionally.
We went from shrimp bowls to the damn truck stop wieners that's been there for 14 hours. I barely made it home that night before I lost them in the yard out there behind my pickup truck.
What was them, the tornadoes?
Yeah. Tornadoes and the damn truck stop wieners. I puked my guts out when I got home that night in the yard behind my truck.
Needless to say, Chris and Joel won't eat truck stop food no more.
Yeah, we do. I get a cup of coffee.
Hell yeah.
And a bag of chips.
You have fun with that. I sit in the truck and starve.
That's a bad night when we have a bad night.
We got another question. What is your favorite track and why? I'll let one of y'all go first, and then the other
You
one.
go ahead. If you want to.
Me?
Yeah. I know which one I'm going to say.
Favorite racetrack, I would say to me, as far as the racing itself, is Magnolia, because it's racy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's very rare you go over there and it's just a train around the bottom or whatever. It's
Or rough.
It's usually multiple lanes. It's racy. Unfortunately, the class we're running right now, we don't get to go over there like we would like to. Mountain View, those folks up there have really done a phenomenal job up at Mountain View. We've been really impressed when we've gone up there. We went up there last year a couple times, 2 or 3 times, and we were really impressed. I saw on Facebook the other day where the last time we were up there, they had started expanding the pit area, because that was the one thing that just wasn't a lot of room in the pit area.
And putting a pit concession stand in there too. In the pit. Oh, great.
I guess Jordan Davis is going to phone in his questions. he thinks this is damn Rick and Bubba. This is just 1-800 I be big, not we. Anyway.
Oh boy.
All right, Chris.
But anyway, Magnolia and Mountain View.
Yeah, I agree.
I like Talladega because of the proximity to the house.
I agree with you, Joel. I like Magnolia, especially with the fried bologna sandwiches they got. Killer.
Well, I've never been
bologna
fortunate enough to have one of those. I've always been too busy to eat. But,
And I guess I'd have to go with Talladega because it's closer to home. I just don't like to ride.
yeah, I understand.
You understand?
I understand you don't
The
like to
older
ride.
you get, you don't like to ride.
Well, that and then when the pelly you was sitting on blew out on the way home from Dixie that night.
We was going to Dixie that night. I was sitting on the hump, and I was going to try to soften it up a little bit.
How'd you like them hamburgers we had over there? They was good too.
Bowen birthday you, Chris.
They
Y'all
was
ha-
cooked well done, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was well done.
Y'all are hating on my truck stop food, but I could be like Jason Morris. He said ramen,
Pour Danos on every damn thing you eat.
ramen noodles for his bunch.
Yeah,
Only
right.
one pack.
I
I
hate
have
you,
to
Big
share.
Money. I don't know who you lying to.
Stephen Johnson said, "Have you ever raced at Eldora in Ohio? Only on iRacing, if that counts."
Watched it on television.
We love it on TV.
We don't have to work quite as hard.
Yeah. We don't get truck stop food.
No. We can go to the refrigerator and get what we want.
Nitro said, "Do you guys always go to the races?"
Us?
Yeah.
I mean, I do. Well,
Yes.
I do now. When I since I'm semi-retired, not completely retired, but I.
When you ain't having hip surgery, you didn't go.
Well, yeah. When I had hip surgery, I didn't go. When
I
Chris,
didn't.
when
I
Chris-
didn't go when I had foot
Chris
surgery.
had his foot surgery, he didn't go. But
You didn't go like one race.
I made 2 races on my crutches.
the only time, I guess, since I've started helping you in 2012, is just whenever my work schedule. If you went out of town, and my work schedule prevented me from going. Other than that, I'm pretty much there every Saturday night.
You didn't make it at Moulton that night. He won.
No, I ain't never been to Moulton.
Yeah.
I've never been with him to ECM.
But yes, Nitro, this is generally the crew that goes. Me, Brad, Chris, Joel, and his mama. Generally.
Jamie Howell asked, "Are all of y'all kin or friends?" So I'll let you, Joel, tell the new viewers and subscribers how you came about.
Yeah, we covered this several years ago when we did those crew interviews. But like you said, we've got a lot of new people, especially with the YouTube thing taking off like it has. I met Brad and his mom and dad many years ago when Brad was probably 8 years old, something like that, somewhere in that neighborhood, 8 or 9 years old. And I actually coached Brad in youth football here in our area, and so that's how I got to know them. And really kind of lost touch after he quit playing football for me. I still went to the games on Friday. Brad continued playing football all the way through high school, and a lot of those kids on the team that the high school team Brad played on, I coached a lot of them in youth football, so I continued to follow him that way as far as going to the games on Friday nights and watching them play football. And my oldest son is a year older than Brad, so they were in school together. And then, like I said a while ago, in 2012, I didn't know he was racing, and then found out that he was racing, and I just went down there to watch him one night and ended up helping out, and
Your teeth.
I've been here ever since, Chris. But as far as considering people family, I consider all of them my family. Like I said, we've been together going on 9 years, and if my math's right, and like I said, I consider them family. I mean, I have a good time with them, and we enjoy being in the shop together and cutting up and going to the racetracks.
We've seen land we ain't never seen before.
That's another thing helping Brad. I I'm fixing to be 52 years old, and up until the first time we went to Magnolia, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'd never stepped foot in the state of Mississippi. I'd never been there, and so I've been to places in Tennessee that I would have never been to, and
Me and you went to PPM one Friday afternoon.
yeah,
too.
one Friday afternoon, loaded up in the old Farfignugan, and
Yeah, so Joel's the only outsider. Everybody else is Ken.
Now the what? You went what? In what?
didn't Dallas have a Volkswagen?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
The Farfignugan.
The
Kim,
Volkswagen.
Kim McConnell asked if you want to bring back the Nova dirt car.
Bring back the Nova.
That's what it says.
That's probably Tom. If it's Kim McConnell, it's probably Tommy.
Yeah,
Thomas.
Kim and Thomas.
Yeah, that's probably Tommy asking that. I will. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have that Nova back. My dad, that's the first car I ever drove. My dad bought it brand new, and it was a '76 Nova, 2-door, and had the Landau top on it, or however you say that word, and it was a
Where are you
beautiful
going?
car, 3-speed in the floor, and my
It wasn't
dad.
a race car?
Huh?
It wasn't a race car?
No, it's just a street car, but it'd make a doggone good dirt car if I still had it. Patrick don't want to ride in it because when he was a little kid, I had to ride him around in it. Didn't have no air conditioning. He didn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
it.
McKinley was talking to you a while ago. Patrick said, "Papa, McKinley's talking to you."
Okay. Hey McKinley, I hope you're not upset anymore, honey. You was really upset when we left the skating rink today.
Did you go skating?
Negative.
Did you have a skating rink?
Hey,
Did you have skates on today?
negative. I'm way past that, Chris.
I skated one time.
I bet you did,
That was it for me.
and I wish I'd have been there to see it.
Well, I'm doing good on the carpet.
Jamie said, "Was he as good in football as he is driving a race car?"
Brad.
Yeah.
Brad, and I'm not saying this just because I'm sitting here in front of him, but Brad was a very good football player. Played linebacker on defense and fullback / tailback on offense, and he was Brad was a good football player. He really was. He was a hard football player. He was one of them. Unfortunately, was too stupid to realize that he was going to get hurt, and on defense, Brad, he'd lay the wood to you, and I enjoyed watching him play.
Well, this guy said Brad played football. Boy, howdy, I feel for everyone that had to play against and with him. Brad, Angry Bird Brad, Barry.
But he was a good ball player. I'm not going to lie about it.
Somebody asked about races, too. You missed that. Sorry, guys, we're getting a lot of comments, so we may miss a few. I'm sorry.
We want them all, don't
See,
we,
the
Chris?
production managers are not doing too good.
I know it. They're not. I know it.
They got some people got so many questions for
The
y'all.
production
I think we're doing.
managers.
I think we're
You,
doing good.
you guys gonna run any big shows or just local races?
That's on you, there,
Yeah,
driver.
that's right.
That's not our. Well, that's above our pay grade, ain't it, Chris?
We're,
We didn't sign up in that contract, did we?
I think we're gonna try to run some big races and local, kind of be a mix of both. We're not committing to any series.
Gonna have to depend on the economy.
Yes, finances.
That's a
for
big.
sure.
That's a big if right now.
And we're starting a business, so that may play a big role in a lot of stuff too.
What other hobbies do you all like to do?
I'll let you go first. I've been doing all the talking. You've just been sitting there with your hat on.
Well, racing. We don't do much fishing, do we?
No.
I like football. I love football.
Chris is-
Bama football.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Chris's other hobby is burning stuff. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He races and he burns stuff.
No, that's cleaning.
Hoarding and burning stuff.
What do you mean hoarding?
My life consists of family, and I'm also a volunteer firefighter, so that takes up a good bit of my time besides doing the racing. And when I have time and can afford it, I really enjoy playing golf. I'm not very good at it. I go out there and attempt to play, but I really enjoy playing.
To second that, I've only played golf one time in my life, and I did actually have fun doing that.
And who took you?
I played
You,
He's been talking about wanting to go back.
putt before.
Patrick said he sweated his tail off in that car.
Yeah, he did. And he does not let me forget it. He reminds me about it quite often.
How long did you have the Nova?
I don't even remember, Chris.
Tommy Ainsworth asked Brad what made you decide to be number 27. That would be the one sitting in that black hat right there. I'll let him tell you where he got the 27 from.
Back when I played high school football, I was number 27, so when I built my first race car in '82, the old bomber car, I put 27 on it, and it's continuous on through there the years with it. And then when Brad come around, he took it over.
Brad started out, a lot of people that watch his racing, first couple of years, he was number 15, and then one year he did a throwback tribute car to his dad and did the 27, and it's just stuck since then.
And he was 15 to start with because that was his high school.
Yes.
That was his high
That
school,
was his
right.
high school number.
Kim and Thomas said they're watching from Santa Rosa Beach.
They are. And I hope they're doing well. We miss them, and I hope they're doing well.
And thank you for watching.
Exactly.
AJ Payne, this is the crew chief. Oh, what's up, crew chief? Ike Peters. Yes, he did race. That I guess that kind of came through before we answered the question about the number. But yeah, he did race. I'll let him tell you about what got him into racing, and then of course what eventually led me into getting into it.
Well, I believe it was 1982.
That's what you said, Walt.
1982, I went and bought a 68 Chevelle. Nice. For your car collectors out there, it was a nice car.
Uh-oh. Chris getting a phone call. Or a text message.
We'll
or
just
something.
put that on hold.
All right.
But anyway, we built that car.
I'll be big.
That's it.
I built that car in '82, and in '83 I won the second place points champion with it. And racing got in your blood, and when it gets in your blood, you just can't get it out. So that's
Why did you quit racing?
because of
Same
the
reason.
store brought me a baby boy, and I traded my Camaro for the baby boy.
But what did you get when you traded the Camaro?
What'd I get?
Didn't you say you got a roll cage whenever you went?
Yeah, the day I sold the car, I got me another roll cage. So I built me another car after that, about a year or two later.
Oh,
And that car was the one that he started in.
yeah. And that's the car they're talking about cutting out of the weeds for the pure stock class.
Yes, the Malibu.
Patrick said to ask you about the old lady that touched your Nova.
That's new one on me.
Okay, Patrick, he don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
new to me.
Let's hear that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to hear that.
Oh!
Well, this sounds like it ought to be good.
Wait a minute. I know what he's talking about. We got time for this?
I mean, it's y'all show.
I think I know what he's talking about. Okay. So, and I may not have told you this. Okay. So, and...
Hang on just a second. Let me go to this next comment in case we get some more. We can cover it. Late Model Garage said, keep up the hard work. We're jealous of the awesome fabrication and building skills your team has. Keep making the great content. Thank you, Late Model Garage. We enjoy y'all's content as well. Your car is coming along very nicely. Y'all keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, and I ain't going to affect nobody with this story because this lady's probably dead by now anyway. But, anyway, so what happened is, like I said, my daddy bought that car brand new, 1976 Nova. And he special ordered it, had it like he liked it, wanted it the way he wanted it done. And so when I turned 16 years old, my dad he still had that car, so he gave me that car as the first car I ever had. So me and him worked on that car. We took the motor apart, cleaned it real good, repainted valve covers, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Cleaned it up. He actually took it and had a brand new paint job put on that car. I mean, it was silver. It's a pretty car. Anyway, it had black interior, vinyl interior. So he, I started driving it. Well, I had a buddy of mine lived over in Attala, behind Exchange Bank. People that live in this area over on Cleveland Avenue, Forest Avenue at that point. But anyway, my buddy went to church with me, and a bunch of us guys that went to church together, we'd go over on Sunday afternoons, Sunday nights, and we'd play basketball out in he had a basketball court set up out there in his yard, and we'd play basketball and just hang out and have a good time. We was teenagers, just having a good time, trying to stay out of trouble. So anyway.
That's what we did.
That's right. So.
You mean y'all didn't play on cell phones?
No, there wasn't no such thing, son. So anyway, I had my car, their driveway wasn't real big, and there was 5 or 6 cars over there. So I had my car sitting on the curb there, sitting on the side of the road on Madison Avenue. So we're sitting out there playing basketball. All of a sudden, we heard the officer's racket, crashing, metal tearing, just glass breaking.
76 Nova.
So I went out there. I run out there in the street, and there's a conversion van, and it was in the driver's side of my Nova, Chris.
That's not where it's supposed to be.
No, and the sliding door, that conversion van had a sliding door on the side of it, and there was an elderly woman sitting in the captain's chair, just like this. Well, I look down the street. Well, here comes another older woman running down the road, chasing that van. Well, what had happened is there used to be a local adult
Beverages.
place in the Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Duke's
Some
Lounge.
alcohol.
Duke's Lounge. And this must not have been on a Sunday night. It was on another night. But anyway. So they'd been down there patronizing the Duke's Lounge. And
She had too many.
she got out of the van in the block up from where we were at to go around and let this other lady out to let her go in the house, carried her home. And she forgot to put the van in park. And so the van takes off down the street, and of all things, for it to stop it, it found my 76 Nova. And Chris, I was a little irate.
Did you fix it?
I was a little irate. Well, it got fixed eventually. Yeah, Daddy, we took it to the body shop and got it fixed, got it repainted. But she started right beside the left rear tire, and she went all the way down the driver's side.
See, look, that'd have been the perfect time to knock the windows out and put a roll cage in.
Well, I didn't think about that at that time, Chris. I went in my buddy's house and grabbed a old wooden Tennessee Thumper softball bat, and I was fixing to knock something until his older brother took the softball bat away from me. Patrick, if I'm not mistaken, that's the story you're talking about.
This is a anonymous user. They asked, where did you used to buy your race car tires?
At the flea market.
Trade day,
Trade day.
all day long.
Did you get a corn dog when you got the tires too?
Corn dog, no.
Chris said I had to fill Chris on the trade day corn dogs earlier this week.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah, he didn't. We had that discussion, and Chris, he didn't know nothing about the trade day corn dogs.
Shoot, yeah, you get them good right fronts at the flea market.
Ran it for what, 3 years?
I run that thing there 3 years.
That's what I'm talking about. And I guarantee you didn't bring it back to the shop and go to
Cutting
on it and grinding on it.
Siping
Brand
on
new
it,
tire,
grooving.
perfectly good rubber laying in the floor in a pile.
Yeah, in a pile.
I ain't never in my life.
Then they gonna sweep it up and throw it in the garden.
I know it.
And then how long does that tire last?
A week.
No, the one from Trade Day.
No, I'm talking about our tires versus his tires.
A week.
A week. Mine lasted 3 years.
That's what I'm talking about. Tell them again, Chris.
And ours are way more expensive.
The crew chief said you mean a conversion van doesn't come as an option for a Nova?
No.
Kim and Thomas said he showed a baseball in my mouth one time, but I deserved it. Oh, he shoved a baseball.
Yeah, that'd be Tommy. Tommy McCall's he's one of my first cousins, and him and his mother and daddy and his brother and sister, they lived at the end of the road that I live on now, and let me clarify something. The road where I live now, in the town I live in, I lived on that same road growing up, just in a different house than what I live in now. And they moved in and lived down at the end of the street. Well, I'm an only child. And at that time, there wasn't any other kids on the street to play with or anything. And I was much older than them, but I'd go down there and play with them. We'd play baseball out in the yard, football, whatever season it was, that's what we was playing. Again, didn't have no cell phone, sit around and gawk out all the time. So anyway,
Round circle to look at.
yeah, in a little white circle look at. So we're out there playing baseball one day, me and Tommy and his older brother Jamie. And Tommy always had this thing that he always accused me of cheating for his older brother.
Was you?
No, never did. I can honestly say that. I never cheated for Jamie. So we're out there playing baseball and I'm pitching. They're playing against each other and I'm just an all-time pitcher. So I'm pitching to Tommy. Well, Tommy was about 6 years old at this point, 7, and he cussed me. And I told him, I said, Tommy, you cuss me again. I said, I'm going to shove this baseball down your throat. Well, guess what, Chris? He cussed me again.
And it was on.
And I was a little bit slimmer and a lot quicker back then than I am now. Well, he took off running. As soon as he did it, he was batting and I was pitching. He took off running. As soon as he did, I took off after him. And his daddy was, my Uncle Steve, his daddy was back there in the backyard weed eating, had earmuffs on and couldn't hear the weed eating. And Tommy was running, trying to get to his daddy, and he never made it. And I got that baseball as far in that kid's mouth as I could get it. Without breaking his teeth.
Jordan Davis.
He didn't cuss me no more, though.
Jordan Davis asked, and I believe he meant something else, but he said, was it a McCready tire? But I'm thinking he's meaning McCreary.
Probably talking to you.
No,
tire.
it was
Damn Firestone.
There was a Firestone.
That's
what it was.
The Firestone.
60. It was a 60 series.
Jamie Howell, our first race, we're planning on the 27th of March at Mountain View.
Morgan.
We hope to see you there.
Morgan said my favorite crew members, period. Morgan, I take that. I'm offended by that.
We didn't hear the comment. You trailed off at the end.
My
of it.
favorite crew members.
Oh, me and Chris.
Yeah, I don't know, Morgan. That's wrong.
Morgan, how can you say that about him? He went and got a cheeseburger and you wasn't able to get one right in front of us.
Yeah, up there at that racist racetrack. Not racist racetrack, excuse me, racist concession stand. That's a great story.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I didn't even know what was happening there.
Morgan's another one that goes with us every now and then and helps as well.
The crew chief said, yes, these two are perfect YouTube gold.
We try to be.
So, Joel, what other kind of crazy story has he said that I'm forgetting myself?
Who?
That one out there sitting beside you.
Crazy.
What's something he could talk about?
Well, I don't know how many of the new viewers.
Just imagine there's no viewer. Everybody's new.
Everybody's new.
What's something new, and what is one thing that has happened since you've been helping us that you would like to share with them that over there is doing?
Well, it's got to be the pit bike.
Now, see, that'll be a good. That's good. I'm glad you brought that up because as we was editing this,
that will never die.
as we was editing this previous video, we was all three talking about the pit bike, and it kind of got edited and chopped up a little bit to where
Zach was there and he was asking.
Other kind of questions and all, so it kind of got chopped up, edited. So let's walk us through the pit bike story for the people who don't know it.
Yeah, Joel, let's walk through.
Okay, well,
let's back up a minute now. Joel's a fire chief.
no, I'm gonna cover that.
You gonna make sure you?
I'm gonna cover.
He had his helmet and his coat in the truck,
I'm gonna cover that, Chris.
in the back seat.
And I got scolded for that.
All right, now you carry on.
So, we're down at the shop. It's on a Friday afternoon.
Talladega.
It is NASCAR weekend at Talladega Short Track in East Boga, Alabama.
2 nights of racing.
2 nights of hard racing.
2 nights of
And
hard
if
work.
I'm not mistaken, this wasn't.
That was a championship year, wasn't it?
I'm wondering. I'm wondering if that was we were not in the midst of a if we were not in the midst of a points.
Because what I never understood, we had the enclosed trailer and he was putting a pit bike in the back of his truck.
Yeah. So I'm in the shop. We're loading the car. It's Friday afternoon. Like I said,
We didn't have the enclosed trailer. We had
we had the open
we
trailer.
had the open trailer because
Well, then it wasn't championship.
Brandon and them helped us unload the car because I couldn't.
Okay, well, it
So
may have been
anyway.
a year after.
Well, it was NASCAR weekend. We know that.
Yeah.
And so we getting everything loaded up, and Chris, there's 2 metal ramps that are used to load the 4-wheeler into the trailer. Well, Chris decides that it's a good idea to get one of those metal ramps, and he has got a newer truck. Hadn't had it long at this time.
No, didn't have a scratch on it.
He got him a newer Chevrolet truck, extended cab, kind of almost like mine. And so he decides that it's going to be a good idea to put one ramp up on the tailgate.
Without the safety tether.
Yep, not tethered. And we're gonna ride this pit bike up that ramp into the bed of the truck. to ratchet strap her down, and we're going to be on our way going to Talladega. So, are you serious? Jordan, it's not a call-in show.
He said he wouldn't call him
I
on.
bet that. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I think I got my contacts wrong. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jordan Davis. I'm talking bad about you, Jonathan Davis. This is not a call-in show. You're probably not watching. That's why you calling me. You don't know what's going on. Anyway, so I'm in the shop. Dallas is standing out in front of the shop in the yard. Brad's over there doing whatever Brad's doing, and I'm tying up loose ends in the shop, make sure we got everything, because we have been known to forget some stuff, Chris. So I hear that pit bike crank up, and I walk to the door of the shop. At the shop, there's two, for lack of better terms, bay doors where you can pull vehicles in. Then you got a walk-through, just a regular walk-through door. I walk over there to that walk-through door, and I look, and Chris is out there on that bike. And Dallas is standing out there. And later on, I found out that Chris looked at Dallas and said, I quote, "This probably ain't going to turn out good." So he takes off. Up the ramp he goes. The ramp starts to flip. And to hear Chris tell it, all he could see was the back window of that truck. And all he could envision was that pit bike going through the back window of that truck. So Chris sacrificed the pit bike and his body to save the back window of that truck. And Chris was a good 12 feet in the air when he when he let go of the bike.
It was still running.
That's being conservative.
That's probably being conservative. And I stood there, being the volunteer fireman that I am. I stood there long enough just to make sure when Chris hit the ground, the bike didn't land on him. Chris hit the ground, and the bike hit the ground, did not land on Chris. And I determined that I had seen enough. I did not want to be a witness to anything else, and I turned around and walked back in the shop. And I felt confident that if he was hurt bad, that Dallas would have come and got me. But Chris thinks that, for some reason, he thinks that my fire helmet that I keep in my pickup truck, carry in my truck, he thinks that I can work miracles with that helmet, because anytime something happens that could possibly be construed as an emergency situation, Chris immediately turns to me and says, "Have you got your helmet?"
And you didn't even get your helmet.
I didn't get my helmet that day, Chris. I failed you, and I'm sorry. But to finish that story, Chris was a trooper.
I went on.
He was hurting and he was in pain, but he went to the race that Friday night and
Saturday morning went to the
yeah, did what he had to do at the racetrack, and then Saturday morning he got up and went to the DR.
I didn't get to put the hubcaps on that night. Dallas got to put the hubcaps on.
Yeah.
So.
Stephen Hobbs said, "Great channel and Southern tradition family. Same down here in the Panhandle of Florida and Milton." Thank you, Stephen.
Panhandle of Florida.
Thank you for watching.
Jordan said that's the same track Patrick lost your signaling gloves.
ECM.
Probably.
Jason Phillips, have you made a schedule yet so I can come help you out in the pits? We have not got that far, Jason. We're trying to get, there's a couple of other things behind the scenes we're trying to get buttoned up and all, and we're going to work on that shortly.
So that
We appreciate you wanting to come help us, though.
Yes.
That means they're trying to get something buttoned up because they're behind the scenes.
Patrick said, "Where's your helmet at?"
What helmet?
I'm assuming the one with styrofoam in it.
It's at the shop.
Morgan said he wants your hat.
Yeah, Morgan's a bucket hat guy. Morgan will wear a bucket hat in a minute.
Morgan, go order you one.
JD said yes he is. That's why he keeps calling you.
I love you, brother.
Dallas.
Well, tell him where to get it.
Patrick said just go ahead and answer the dang phone so you can ask the question. Oh.
But you can get Chris's hat at www.shop.spreadshirt.com/daysofdirt.
There you go,
There
Morgan.
you go, Morgan.
I ain't lying. Morgan wear a bucket hat.
Oh.
Hey,
He's a
I
bucket
love
hat man.
Jonathan said he didn't really have a question. He was just wondering how important he was.
You found out, brother.
Nacho said the motor on that pit bike sounds like it needs a tune-up. I'm assuming y'all's voices.
Probably needs more than that.
Oh yeah, our voices.
Oh, here we go. Red Bond. I'm glad somebody asked that because the perfect person to answer that is sitting right there. What is the flashing red light above the walk-through door in the shop? Hello from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Corpus Christi, Texas.
Yep.
Home of Bobby and Terry Labonte.
Yes, sir. That flashing red light is hooked to a motion sensor. When somebody comes to the door, that tells us there's somebody in there, or that tells us there's somebody out there.
We
But
know we're in there.
But
we
what
know there's somebody in there because that's us.
I'm going to do is I'm going to run that wire all the way to Dallas's house. So when somebody's not there at the shop, it don't supposed to be. It's going to go off in her house.
No, he's not.
She said I could.
No, I didn't.
Hey, and as long as we're talking about wardrobe, I like Chris's hat and everything. But I want everybody, stand up, Chris. They may not can see you.
You can't see it.
There you go. I want everybody to look at Chris's first day of school blue jeans he wore up here tonight
Hey.
for this massive performance.
You gotta look your best.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got to look your best.
Too bad I can't see his shoes.
Morgan said he wants
He's a
your hat.
grandpa now.
He said he wants your hat. He doesn't want to buy a hat. He wants yours.
No, he can't have Chris's hat.
Can't have my hat.
Nacho said that's a good idea.
I'm gonna put a buzzard with it plus a light to wake Dallas up
I
every
was
time.
fixing to say, you need to figure out somehow to where it'll give her a like popper when it like
Shocker.
Yeah, like zip.
Which that leads us to a story that has not been brought up either. Is that's the king of what we call berry rigging.
That's him.
Whitney said she is sad you don't have on your overalls.
The ones that he found in the shop the other night that he didn't know had been missing for 4 years.
Did he walk in the house naked without them?
You know, I still got them on my front porch. I still ain't took them in.
He keeps forgetting them, don't he? Patrick said if you would autograph that hat, we could just auction it off.
Oh, I'll keep it.
Patrick, now that's a good idea. We'll make us some money to go racing.
I'll autograph it if y'all auction it off.
Dale Williams said, so now you're the merchandise model.
Who, man?
Yeah, you.
We do it all, Dale. We do it all. We do it all. Sweep the floor to everything. We the flunkies, ain't we?
That's it.
The flunkies.
How many times have y'all got fired?
How many times you got fired?
Twice, I think.
I quit counting.
Yeah, I quit counting for you.
Chris gets fired every time we're in the shop.
But guess what, Joel? We always get hard back. No.
Yeah.
Help Slim's picking.
We can't find help around here. You get what you get.
So what they're saying is, if there was more,
If there's more people,
yeah,
we wouldn't
if
have
there was
a
more to
job.
choose from,
We wouldn't have a job.
yeah.
Creechy said hook the red light up to a bear trap.
No, because Chris would be the first one to step in it. Nope. And then I'd have to go get my damn helmet. No.
And you coach.
And my coat. That would call for the whole. That would call for the whole outfit,
How
wouldn't
long
it,
you
Chris?
been fire chief? How long you been fire chief, Joel?
I don't know how long I've been fire chief.
How long you been in the fire department?
I've been in the fire service, volunteer fire service, 27 years.
I never seen him with a helmet and a jacket on.
Because this ain't my coverage area.
I'm getting to that, Patrick. Josh Doan said it's hard to find good help these days.
That's
Josh
for sure.
Dawn.
You see what kind of help we get stuck with.
Love you, Josh.
Patrick said he wants both of y'all to answer which trophy above your head is the most important to you and why.
Chris. I didn't even know there's any damn trophies up there.
Yeah, they about five.
About 5.
I would say the Jerry Goodwin trophy because I watched Jerry Goodwin when I was growing up racing. And I'd have to say the Jerry Goodwin.
Got a trophy and a cup for that one.
Yeah, we got a trophy in it. And you got us at least the championship trophy for 2017 is very special too.
You want me?
Yep, he said both of you.
Okay.
Oh God, Joel is a very, what's the word?
Joel's very thorough, in case y'all haven't figured this out.
He could really do infomercials.
My nickname for Joel is the stats guy. So
I'll sit over here and keep my mouth shut. That's not hard. That ain't a big
you
deal.
just had that look on your face
No.
like this is going to be really
But,
long.
no, it's not going to be long, because I know I get long-winded. Everybody knows that. Anybody that knows me knows that, so get over it. Okay. I agree with y'all on the Jerry Goodwin, and that doesn't mean the most to me, but I know how much it meant to Brad. And therefore, it's special to me because I know how much it meant to Brad to win that race. Okay. To me, overall, that one right over there. The fifth in the Neesmith Weekly Racing Series, to pull off a top 5 in that weekly racing series, to me, that's a big deal. That's a really, really big deal. Yes, the track championship was a big deal too, but that to me is like this on steroids. I mean, to do what he did that year in 2017.
And go down there and win two features in one night.
But that, just to me personally, that fifth in points in the top 5 in the Neesmith Weekly Racing Series meant a lot to me.
And I think, too, with that being said, I think it has a lot to say because the first half of the year we really struggled. I don't think we finished inside the top 5 probably the first half of the year.
Right.
The second half of the 2017 was the year where we really came on once the summer months got kicked in.
Well, we
won like 4 in a row, didn't we?
And to kind of touch on that, Patrick said it in his eyes, the Hard Charger Award was a huge one, and that was really where that year turned around. When we got that award was when the touring series was actually at Talladega. I think we started 16th that race and drove up to 3rd. And then the very next week was when we won, and I think we popped off 7 in a row.
But tell them about that when you drove from 16th to 3rd. Tell them what you did with tires because you just...
Yeah, I mean, I was starting so far in the back, I put hard tires on and just said, hey, I'm not killing my tires. I'm going to make a couple laps, stay out of trouble.
Matter of fact, you told me before you ever hit the racetrack, you said, if I go out there in 5 or 6 laps, we're not making any headway.
I had planned on pulling off, and
then you just
I'll be darned. I started
picking off cars, and I've told you, don't get me wrong, all the wins are great, but that particular year, to me, that was the race. That was the best race that you drove all year long.
Yeah,
was that race right there?
I agree with that. Jamie Howell said, do you have any sponsorship room left on the car? Are they certain prices for each spot? Yes, sir, Jamie. If you'll shoot us an email, you can shoot us one at bberryracing@yahoo.com. We can give you some more information about that. There's plenty of room on the car for anyone who wants to help out.
Or you can message us on Facebook.
Yeah, or message us on Facebook or whatever's best for you. Nitro said, so are you guys going to be part of the new berry business they're starting up?
Oh, we'll be involved some way or another.
They get suckered into it somehow or another.
We'll get suckered into it some one way or the other.
I don't think the one talking is going to complain too bad.
Only if the bread van becomes a company vehicle.
I washed it today, too.
Thank God.
Red Bond said he thought that was a Bigfoot warning light.
Sasquatch.
He said we need a sticker on the rear of the car with a Bigfoot in the car with his arm out the window holding the checkered flag with the rear spoiler emphasizing the Rockledge Rocket. That'd be funny and memorable. Good luck. Thank you, Red.
We're going to have old school gas pedal in this year.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya said,
Bigfoot.
My husband is in the fire department too. When do y'all start racing? We here in North Carolina have started. We're looking at starting the end of March, Tanya.
They're in North Carolina?
Yes.
I've got nephew by marriage is in the fire department in Benson, North Carolina.
Patrick said if y'all could design the wrap for this year, what would it look like?
If who could design the wrap? Me and Chris?
Yes.
We're going old school.
I mean, if I could, we had this discussion the other night. I like red and white. I mean, I really do. I think red and white is a clean looking race car. I like Jake Knowles set up the way he's got his car. I think it's a pretty race car. But I have always been partial, and I think you like this too. I ain't sure.
Pearson.
Yeah, but other than red and white, I've always black and gold. I don't know why. I've always thought black and gold looked good on a race car.
I said that the other day. I think Tedmore went with that this year, and I was telling her how good I thought it looked.
I think black and gold looks.
Anything old school, them colors.
I said for you to PM him the answer to the new business so he can win a free T-shirt. Without giving it away, unfortunately, we have been neutral on all of our comments that people have guessed, and without giving the business away, someone has already guessed it. We have reached out to that person that guessed it. We're not going to announce which one it was just yet until all the paperwork side of things get done, but it's coming within the next few weeks or so. Morgan said we need to make the head from the bathroom start riding shotgun with me during the race.
We can do that.
We're not hot shot people.
Nitro Stevens said, "Hey Chris, did you get the foot pedal put in the late model?"
We're working on that. It's coming up this week.
That's right.
Nicole Burdette, who helps the most?
What do you mean? Who helps the most?
She just said,
I mean, we all.
Yeah, we all try to.
We all jump in and do whatever needs to be done.
whatever.
Whatever it takes to get that car to the racetrack on Saturday night.
we're coming up right on an hour worth of video. The questions are starting to slow down, so we're going to try to wrap it up here. One question that I myself want to kind of throw out there, and we have not talked about this as a team or anything. I just sitting here reading the comments, kind of thought of it up on the top of my head.
Christmas bonuses.
Yeah. What are you gonna pay me?
4th of July vacation.
What is the 2021? What kind of goals would y'all like to achieve? And an answer from both of you.
Will it be a successful year?
Yeah, what would be a successful year?
6 wins. And not tear nothing up.
6 wins where? Does it matter?
Don't matter. But don't tear nothing up.
That's good for the pocketbook.
You done? I mean, is that all you got?
That's all I got.
I'm like him on the not tearing anything up. The least amount of times that body has to come on and off that car to be beat and banged on, the better. The less pop rivets we wind up and extra bolts we wind up with on that car, the better. Of course, like I told him the other night, if you just run up front, that won't be a problem. And not really, this, to me, I mean, this is not going to make this a successful year, but a personal goal of mine is to put that dad-blame thing in Victory Lane in another state besides Alabama. Somewhere besides Alabama. Nothing against Talladega, nothing against Moulton, but put that thing somewhere in Tennessee. Let's put that thing in Victory Lane.
But in order to accomplish that, we got to go. That's the biggest thing. So.
Yeah, we got to go.
I think, to answer my own question, I think one of my goals would be to, to get that first victory of that more than just a local show pay. If that, more than just like a 600 win race. Yeah.
Right.
That's going to be my, if we can pull off one of them big race wins, I'd be ecstatic. Of course, any win I'm happy with, but
I think I got a plan for us for the rest of the year, like on Sundays. We'll talk about that in a second too.
Oh, and one other thing that would make this a successful year is to really, really, really get this car figured out.
Yeah.
And get it to where you're comfortable and you can do what you're capable of doing.
AJ said he wanted to take a guess on the business. Was a racetrack daycare center with you and Joel doing balloon animals during
That
intermission?
can happen. That can happen.
That might not be a bad idea.
That can happen.
He is definitely a clown, so I
don't know
mean
if
that's
anybody-
just
I
kind
don't know
of.
if anybody wants to trust us with their children for very long period of time, but
Might be drinking or something.
Patrick said a win at Mountain View would be cool. Yes, I agree with that, Patrick. Nitro said you guys are doing an awesome job. I'm glad you all get together and have fun with everything. I think that's one of the biggest things about us, Nitro, is we may have a bad night and we may all be pissed off and mad, but before the end of the night we'll
We got good chemistry.
get to laughing about something and get over it. We might be ready to kill each other, but we'll get through it.
like Chris not getting nothing to eat.
That was the worst night I ever had, y'all.
Oh.
And I was on my scooter that night, too.
Oh man, he was mad. I ain't never seen him that mad.
Oh.
I think we need to talk about that story before we get off.
You know, ketchup. Ketchup, hell, I ain't got nothing to eat.
Well, let's go ahead and hit on that. What about
No.
Red Bond said a successful season would be to get through the season and not get hurt. That's correct, Red.
Yeah,
You're exactly right.
that's the goal every
Not
night.
tearing nothing up. Anything.
Philip Trammell, Chris is my dad.
Can you not tell they look like twins?
Patrick said I'm climbing on top of the Eagle. Ike said I want to see you with a 10K check. Yeah, I would. That would make us.
Yeah, that'd really be nice.
I don't know if I'd probably cry. I ain't gonna lie.
We would make room on the wall. wouldn't
Yeah, oh yeah, we'd find
Exactly.
room on the wall for that.
Morgan said, Joel, I trusted you with my kids when I thought we was about to fight in the pits. I don't know what he's talking about there.
Yeah, I do.
I do. I do.
That was post hip. That was post one of my first times back after hip surgery.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and he just showed up that night. I didn't know he was coming,
I don't remember that.
and he just showed up
You'll
that
have
night.
to fill me in on that one later.
I don't
So-
remember. I don't remember what the altercation was about, but
So what was the story you was wanting to get to?
no,
We're not going to that story.
I'm not. No.
What story?
I don't even know what
Talking
story.
about the Huddle House.
Yeah, we need to get to the house.
Oh, you talking about the last time we came from Tennessee?
We need to talk about, give them that story since Joel won't give it to him.
them two over there's. I'm lost. I don't know. He's got me confused. But anyways, y'all wanna end it on that and right there till part 2 comes out.
So you guys-
I was fixing to say we'll let
We'll
that
have
story.
part-
We'll
we'll have
let
part
that story
two
hang
one
on
day.
for part 2,
We'll have part 2.
episode 2.
So this
I
is
still
what
don't know what they're talking about.
I don't either.
I
I'm
thought
confused.
I did, but obviously
Well,
don't.
No, you're on the right track.
You're on the right track.
I just don't want to talk about it right now.
Yeah, we was coming back from Mountain View. You know, we had said that the other night that we go to Mountain View. We get out there quick and early, 8:30. We come home.
Yeah, because we would have been home at like 10
We
o'clock.
stopped at a certain place, and it was like 11 o'clock getting home that night. If we hadn't stopped there, we'd have been home a lot earlier.
Yeah.
So,
Kim and Tommy said, how much longer y'all going to be live? Because I can't get Tommy to do anything for sitting there watching y'all on the phone for the past 30 minutes.
The producer said we're fixing to wrap it
We're
up.
fixing to wrap it up. We're just,
But I want to,
Chris got to go home and go to bed. He got to go to work in the
I
morning.
gotta go to work.
but I want to throw something at you guys. How would y'all like to see, like on Sundays? I haven't even talked to the other guys to see what they, if they want to do it. But on every Sunday, do like a
7-day-a-week thing now.
do like a show of all 4 of us. Do like a crew live video.
we're going to have to invest in some bigger monitors so we can see the comments.
So it'd be me, Brad, Joel, and Chris
Yeah, Brad's not sitting in my lap over here.
every Sunday about this time. Tell us what you guys think.
All right, well, y'all want to do the ending for the video? Y'all think y'all can handle it?
What are we ending?
Just end
What
the
are we
video.
doing?
We're gonna
Just like a
thank the
YouTube.
sponsors.
Thank everybody for tuning in. We
There you
really appreciate it. You know, I can't believe people are tuning in and asking
Just-
questions to
and
these
watching us.
these two idiots sitting here on this
watching
love
us too.
sitting here on this love seat, Chris. This
It's
leather
love seat.
leather love seat. Glad, thank God it's not a casting couch. But anyway, of course nobody in here got that but me and Brad and probably a couple people on the old interweb there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really it's amazing.
Yeah.
That two idiots like me and you just sit here and be us, and people tune in to watch it and hopefully enjoy it. I think everybody has. I've enjoyed it. Glad I was asked to come up here and do this. Me and Chris just sit around together and talk all day long.
Especially when me and you get on the golf cart and just ride around, huh?
Man, that was fun that
That was
day.
fun.
That was fun. Me and you and Patrick. That was when I saw the Malibu.
For the
First time I'd ever seen the Malibu. Of course, like I said, I couldn't see a whole lot because all the damn bushes and shit growed up around
But
it.
we'll grab the old camera out one day and go ride around. Like
That's
that.
what we need to do.
We will.
We need to do. And
Well,
I
thank y'all.
promise
Thank y'all.
I promise I won't ask, is this thing on?
Oh,
I promise if we got the GoPro on, I'll
but
Have it turned upside
y'all
down.
are-
Is this thing
what
on?
the most important part are sponsors. Somebody's got to thank sponsors.
We ain't
so,
got to that yet. He's still talking.
oh
Go
God,
ahead, Chris.
so long-winded.
go ahead. I can't. I don't
There's
know-
been 2 comments that said your comment has made it a great show on the couch.
and I bet Patrick was probably one of them.
I
Morgan?
think Jordan Davis and
Oh.
Stephen Hobbs.
Okay.
Jordan said he about wrecked his truck. Laughing about it.
Anyway, no sponsors. You got GreatInsider.com. Chris, you're going to help me out.
Vincent
Vincent Race Engines. You
KT
stole
Heating
one of
and
mine. Yeah, KT Heating and Arrow, Keith Thomas.
Vaughn Motorsports.
He's a good one. Vaughn Motorsports, old William, he's a dandy. Vincent Race Engines, like you said, we couldn't do what we do without Wendell. Superior Bearings, I couldn't think. I knew Bearings, but I couldn't remember what it was. Superior Bearings and
And
Supply.
Daytona 1.
Daytona 1, and another one to be coming soon. That's kind of a self-supporting sponsor, but is that all of them?
I can't quite say the name of that
No, I
one.
was gonna say. I said what did I say?
Well, he had a lost look on his face.
You missed one. You missed a shock.
Oh, TJ. Did you say it?
No, I was waiting on you.
Oh, okay. Well, why are
He
you waiting
wasn't
on
taking,
me?
he
You
wasn't
know.
taking the lead, was he?
TJ, it was it TA Suspensions? I always get that wrong. And
Brad, do you want to say
the
something?
American flag.
Yeah.
God bless America.
Make sure you like.
And roll tide. Oh yeah, ring that bell, ding ding ding. Hell yeah, like, subscribe, comment. What else do they do, Chris?
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell, ding ding.
Which this is on Facebook and YouTube, so you Facebookers won't, but
Yeah,
do it on our YouTube.
Yeah, Facebook. Y'all just keep y'all just when you scroll and stop right there.
You hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button, comment. We love comments.
Y'all done?
You see, we got some practicing to do